All right. So champ 2 is your peak, um,
Yeah.
and you're slumping.
So
I
so
feel
I've
your pain.
actually been I've been champ two for I think a couple weeks now. I don't know. You can look me up on RL Tracker.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to champ two a couple times. But I kind of stabilized in champ two for a little while and recent, and
Mm-hmm.
then I fell back down, and it never feels good to fall back down.
How many hours of Rocket League do you have?
It depends. Are we talking Steam hours or that in-game hours thing? Because
Uh,
in-game I have about 40 days, or I think that's like
just Steam hours. Steam hours is cool.
1,000. So somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000.
Okay. 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 I feel ya. Well, good news is it took me 2,883 hours to get to Grand Champ. So I feel your
Yeah,
pain. I feel your pain.
yeah. The in-game tracker says that I'm at 40 days. I plan to get to Grand Champ hopefully by 80 days. Right, is my goal.
Okay.
So double what I've spent now to try and
Okay.
get there.
So would you say are you a mechanical player? Are you a positional player? What's
Oh,
your
very much positional. And if I had to guess the two things that are holding me back from getting to Grand Champ, would probably be a my lack of mechanics and like overall just consistency, as you'll see. But then B, also kind of my hesitation. I feel like I'm
mm,
always in a place where I'm like I'm not close enough to be able to challenge the ball, but I'm not far enough back that like I should be able to defend it and everything.
yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
always in this like weird
you're
middle
in no
ground,
man's land
trying to
basically is
figure
what
out
you
my
feel, right?
spacing.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
You're in no man's land basically is what you feel like all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, okay. Well, good
yeah.
news is I'm also coming from a positional background in terms of making smart decisions rather than flashy mechanics.
I
So,
I
well,
could tell as soon as you brought up the whiteboard.
there you go. Uh,
You're not just some person who's gonna be like, oh man, you missed that air dribble, double touch, whatever. It's like you're gonna be like, talking about like all kinds of positioning stuff, and I
yeah.
appreciate it. It's
So for me,
yeah,
mechanics, when you're at least starting out, and you're not starting out, but you're kind of going
yeah,
up the ladder.
yeah.
Mechanics is still
I feel like
important, but it's different types
yeah.
of mechanics to the ones where you flip
I'm
reset, air
I'm
dribble.
sure I have a lot. I'm sure I have a lot of positioning errors and stuff to correct.
Hmm.
But in terms of where I am in my learning process, I feel like I really need more mechanical training than I do anything with actual like I feel like my positioning is solid for my rank and I just need like mechanics and everything. But also like I would love to see if there are any positional mistakes that I'm making throughout. I just think that's more of my strong suit.
I'm gonna guess the
Ever.
conclusion we're gonna come here is confidence. You're lacking confidence is what I'm gonna assume our conclusion
That's a
is gonna
that's a
be,
good way to put it. Yeah.
because that's probably. But anyway, let's actually start.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So first off, I have questions. Is this your normal kickoff?
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah. Yes, that's my normal kickoff. Because a lot of people groan when they see it. But until people start consistently beating me at that, I just feel like it's a really easy way to make sure that
Yeah,
I
consistency,
don't
right?
just absolutely win.
So I'm not gonna say, hey, do a speed flip kickoff, because honestly, most of the time they're
Yeah,
unnecessary. But I will recommend
yeah,
you practice a diagonal flip kickoff. You can still get that
yeah,
consistency really easily. But what it will
yeah,
allow you to do is you get to the ball with, and then you don't use about 12 to 17 boost. So it means that you're more
yeah,
relevant after the kickoff happens. So
yeah. That's the thing that I've always been thinking about is whenever I do that, I'm like, I don't have any boost left, and
it's pretty.
yeah,
I'll show you really quickly how to do it.
yeah.
So
Well, I know how to do it. It's I've been doing that up until the point where I got to like Diamond 1, Diamond 2, and then I
mhm,
actually switched to
okay.
that when I was playing I started playing ones a lot to try and get better, and
Hmm.
I noticed that every time I did a flip kickoff, they would basically win and score it every time. Right? So I eventually learned, hey, if I do this kickoff instead, it that doesn't happen, right? So that's
Okay.
basically the reason I've been doing it since then. I know it's wrong, but like,
Yeah,
yeah, one
but
of those things. Maybe if I had more
I'm
confidence in
still
my
gonna
mechanics.
recommend you do that, mainly because of
Yeah,
that boost thing. So as you get higher and higher as
yeah,
the ranks,
totally.
being relevant after the kickoff has happened is gonna become more and more
Yeah,
useful. Um,
yeah. It's one of those things where it's like I know eventually I'm gonna have to do that, but it's just like, making that switch is just nerve wracking, you know?
well, I'll talk you through it really simply. All you do is you
Yeah,
drive right, and then you land straight. That's it. So if I do
yeah.
like that, and then in the middle of my kickoff, I don't boost. That's it. See that?
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Simple. And then what this
Okay.
means is that it allows you to have more time to adjust. You see, you mess it up, right? You still have all this time to adjust, right? That's it.
Yeah.
That's literally all it is. It's not
Okay.
difficult. Um, what you probably have been doing is boosting in the middle of your flip, and that keeps you up in the air for a bit. So
Yeah.
that's it. Literally that. If you want to take it,
Okay.
that's all. Anyway,
Okay.
we'll
All
go
right.
through it.
So yeah, I'll definitely go into free play or casuals. Try that out quite a few times. See if I can really get the hang of it.
Because this kickoff you just done is a bad kickoff.
Yeah.
Can you understand? Can you understand why? I'm not talking about uh, uh, you know, you finish your kickoff, but what is wrong in this picture right now?
Well, I mean, they have the ball, and then my teammate's going for boost. I'm not, and I have no boost, and I'm facing the wrong direction with the wrong momentum.
Yeah. So what you've done is you've killed the kickoff, but
Yeah.
most important thing when you kill a kickoff is if you know your teammate's going for a boost, you need to sit behind. You need to sit behind the ball or do something. You know, does that make sense? So
Okay. Yeah.
because you're going for boost right now, you've left your teammate in a 2-on-1. Okay.
Yeah.
So sit. If you kill the kickoff, just sit behind the ball and just kind of buy time for your teammate. Okay, that's it.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right. So why didn't you just go for it right about here in when you know he's missed?
I mean, I feel like it's just kind of slow reaction time.
Okay.
That I looked at it and I couldn't tell whether or not I was gonna beat that guy to the ball. I didn't know really like analyze the
So
situation
so so,
yet.
so which guy were you
Yeah,
worried about here?
the guy in the back, Feces
So
Blender.
this
Oh,
guy,
geez.
right?
Why do I have to say that?
Blender. Let's call him Blender. Okay.
Blender,
So
yes, let's
so
call him
so
Blender.
most important thing here is he's going for boost. That's his body language. Okay. So he's gonna come
Okay,
round. So you're facing the ball, so you can probably beat him to it.
yeah,
Does that make sense? That's it. That's
okay,
the gut
yeah,
feeling. Your gut feeling is look at the opponent's body language. He's going this way. He's probably going for boost, right? You're facing
okay,
straight. That means that you will get the ball, beat him to the ball. Okay.
yeah,
Especially if the
okay,
ball was kind of dribbling, if he had hit it and it kind of like slightly tapped it over to your opponent, then he's going to beat you to it. But because it's halfway, you're probably going to beat him to it. That's it. So kind of
okay,
get those gut feelings where you measure out distance. And the best thing that you can do is make mistakes.
yeah,
Like make the mistake where you don't judge it right, and then you'll start getting better at it. If you always
yeah, yeah,
play super safe, you're going to kind of stagnate, right? So
yeah,
you gotta figure
yeah.
out learn these small things which allow you to kind
I
of
know that.
understand
I
it.
know that feeling all too well.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I spent
Yeah.
7 or 8 seasons in Champ 3, because I
Oh,
played
wow.
too passive. I
Yeah.
was able to stay there, but you gotta take risks to figure out how to get better. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
So here you gotta realize you gotta adapt to situations, right? Cool. You had a bad, let's call it, you're you're now going there, right? Now what right about here, you gotta figure out what's about to happen, right? You gotta be prepared for
Yeah.
what he's probably gonna do. What is he probably gonna do in this situation?
Well, he's probably gonna hit it to the back in from this perspective, the back left corner.
I would say he's probably gonna try and 50-50 it with you.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. Is like he's gonna 50 in the hopes of trying to get it to the back left goal.
Because alternatively,
Like
if he was
passing that.
quicker, he
Yeah.
could beat you and put it right? So the most
Yeah.
important thing is he's probably going to be goal side. He's going to try and 50 it and kind of win the 50. Okay. So
Okay.
you'll see him instantly in this moment jump right.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you use your second jump right there?
Uh, no. So the video is a little choppy, but I know I've had issues every now and then with my stick on my controller not quite
That's not
doing
gonna
so
work, is
well.
it?
I might need to go in and adjust the dead zones and everything.
Oh, that's fine. That's no
Um,
stress. Let me just move this
yeah.
to 60.
No, but it's been happening like what's interesting is that it hasn't happened for a while, and then in these past like 2 weeks or so, it's been happening quite a bit. But
Okay,
yeah.
that's
So if
cool.
you ever see me just like make a stupid thing where I just like do that little poofy thing where you
Yeah,
jump with like neutral jump and like for no reason and it just seems
yeah,
like
that's so good.
why would you ever do that? That's probably why.
Okay.
Because
Um,
that's been happening recently, yeah.
is it smoother now? Is it smoother for you now?
Not quite, no.
Okay. All right. Well, let's try applying that. Let me just try and stop stream, share.
Yeah, I don't think it's at I don't think it's like your side. I think it's just like the stream on Discord is just a
Oh yeah,
little
yeah. But
choppy.
I've got 1080p 60,
I've
so I just assume it's been pretty good. Uh,
yeah.
anyway, are you back on there? Just want to check because I stopped my stream and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, I can see. I can see
Cool.
it. Yep.
All right. So let's have a look. So first thing, uh, where does the opponent want to put the ball?
Net.
Okay, cool. It's good that you're turning back, so that's a good recognition of what's about to happen. But you see that you kind of just go like that for a second. Did you see that?
Okay.
So make
Yeah.
sure you're going just straight, because he could boom this and score, but you kind of give him that opportunity. Okay. No need to boost,
Okay.
but you're kind of turning in and then turning out, and every time you turn, you kind of lose your speed. Okay.
Lose a lot of speed, yeah.
Now, where are you right now? What would you consider this? If we're talking about,
Midfield.
yeah, I would call this no man's land because you're not gonna beat. Are you gonna beat
Yeah.
Feces Blender to
Oh
the?
no.
Yep. Are you defending the goal?
I would say sort of. Um I don't want to say absolutely yes, but I feel like as long as he doesn't get a great shot, I should be able to defend anything he can. But now that you're like, since you're bringing it up, I'm gonna assume you're gonna say no.
Yeah, yeah. So make the decision. We can see now, obviously, with hindsight, that he's this close and you're this far. But all he
Yeah,
needs to
no, I
do,
know I'm not beating him.
uh,
My question really is like I'm waiting for the play to kind of go forward so I can figure out what to do, you know?
okay. So let's talk about this. What
Yeah.
part of the field do you think you're covering right now?
Um See, in my mind while I'm playing this game, it's mostly I'm going to try and prevent them from making a play on the goal given that they beat blind,
Okay.
right?
So I would
So,
say you've got positioning for about here. Would you say
yeah.
approximately, right? Now
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
teammate
that
has
when it
positioning for about here, right? But
yeah.
obviously here, no real defending, and you'll have to rush back. So what I can tell you is your teammate has basically is able to probably shadow defend any dribble play. Would you say?
Okay.
So there's two types of plays that they're gonna make. They're either gonna dribble it or they're gonna boom it, right? So you're not
Yeah.
covering the dribble. You need to cover the boom. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
But you need to make the decision not once it's happened, but before it's happened.
Okay.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense? So
Yeah.
there's two options. You gotta figure out what blind's doing this play, and then figure out what you're doing this play. Okay. So right now you're doing nothing in
Okay.
the play. So you gotta realize you gotta go back. Okay. Because can blind make what you're about to do here, the play that you're about to do?
Uh, yes. I mean, I want to say I'm better lined up for it, but
If we're talking
yes.
about in terms of
Okay.
space, this is maybe zero point 0.5 of a second, right? Would you say?
That's fair. Yeah.
But what we've
Yeah.
sacrificed
So
it,
assuming that feces is basically given up possession here,
yeah. But what we
right?
can
So
assume,
blind would be able to take it before feces could get back to me.
yeah,
Yes.
what we can assume here is you've covered nothing in the back play. So if you had boomed at goal, probably not going to defend it. But blind, whatever you're trying to do here, is going to be able to do your play if just slightly slower, right?
Okay.
But we cover more
Yeah.
of the field, okay? So it's all about
Okay.
compromise here, all right? Let's have a look. Uh, it's an okay 50. Okay, just wanted to check. If it was me, I'd be a bit more side on.
Yeah.
So
I play a lot of what?
So if it was me, I'd side flip and kind of go up the wall. So the ball goes up the wall. This allows you to recover a bit
Okay.
better because you've kind of gone all in, so it's a harder recovery. That's all.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now, what do you think? What's your what are you contributing to the play right about here?
Well, I'm not really contributing to the play there, but I know that like I can't hit that.
Okay.
Right?
Perfect. Perfectly understandable.
Yeah.
So
So I mean,
when you're above the when you're kind of way below the ball, which you're kind of on top of the ball, right? Would you say sort of, right?
yeah.
Hard to make a play, but
Yeah.
what can chase ball must touch do that you can't right now in this position?
He can aerial and try to hit it towards net.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
So
which is what he's going to try to do.
yes, so we have to anticipate
Yeah.
what's about to happen. So the ball goes up high. You've decided that you can't fly up, which is fine. It's an awkward
Yeah.
play. So what is the best thing to do here, and what is the easiest way to kind of contribute to this play?
So I would try to if I were doing this, I would try to stay by net
Mm.
to wait for the hit in.
Okay, so let's talk it through, and then we'll kind of play out
Okay.
how I'd position here. Okay, so
Okay.
let's go. So yep, cool. See that? Now I'm just gonna go around, go back, chill out. Now I play. Make sense?
Okay.
So I do back post because I don't feel like I can go up to that, and he's gonna beat me for all money.
Yeah.
Let me just chill out for a second. That's it, right? Then I
Okay.
can come onto the ball here, play it, and play it round. Okay?
Okay.
Simple?
Yeah. Yeah, I would have preferred to be facing the other direction when I get this. Right now, I have no choice but to send it kind of towards
You're
me.
centering it
You
to them,
know.
right? So
Yeah.
this is where you smart play. He's not going to do anything impressive in the air. You just wait for his touch, and then you either boom it or take possession. Okay?
Yeah.
Give up on the play early. Don't just ball watch what's happening in the air and then react. Okay?
Okay.
Little out of the sorts, right? Would you say? But you kind of placed yourself in this position, right? And you kind of
What do you mean by?
as in you've put yourself in a bad position because of where you position yourself, right? So you center it basically, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah, I sort of center it. Yeah.
and then you kind of panic, and then you defend, but you're kind of it's lucky that you defend. Would you say?
A little bit. Yeah. So yeah, I would have been able to clear it, right? When it went up like that, right? But then he went for it, and I saw that he was going to get there first, right? So I thought, oh, I'm not going to challenge that, right? I'm just going to let it go through. and then yeah, then when he hits it there and it passes right to him, that then it's like now I'm panicking, because now once it's in front of him, I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna flip and hope for the best,
Okay, so now let's look at
So,
it from
so I
his
had a,
let's look at it
plan
from
to
his
deal with the bad
perspective.
touch before.
Let's look at
Yeah.
it from his perspective. Okay,
Okay.
is this panic stations for you in this position?
Uh, wait, is this
For
what
blind
panic? What?
panic stations, as in, would you feel worried as your as as the teammate here if you see your teammate center it for them?
Sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Your last line of
Yeah.
defense, right? Now your teammate centers it. Instantly, you must go up, right? Because you're like, I need
Yeah.
to take it out of the center of the ball, right? I'm not going to
Yeah.
rely on my teammate to take it round unless I'm in grand champ level potentially. I'm just going to push it
Hmm.
into the corner, and then that's safe, right?
Yeah.
Where do you think the other opponent is right now if you're in this position?
Center.
Yeah. So
Center in position to make a
yeah.
shot.
So he thinks he's around about here, right?
Yeah.
So anything that's center in means that this guy can probably score it. Would you say?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep.
So you got to realize it from your teammate's perspective that what you're doing here is scary to them, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about it, but I'd probably not trust a Champ One player if we're playing ranked to put it over the net in this position, especially when it's an awkward bounce that you've just done here, which is probably not, I would say, unlikely
Yeah.
to be what you intended to do, right?
Yeah.
From
No,
this
not at
guy's
all.
perspective, right?
My intention at that point was to settle it and then try and clear it. But
Yeah.
coming in towards the corner,
Yeah.
I'm in the corner. Not exactly very many options.
Okay,
Just kind of
so
hit.
so the first thing here is
Yeah.
let's not blame our teammate here, because
Right.
it's probably what you would have done in
I'm
the
not.
same
Yeah.
situation.
No, I'm not blaming the teammate. I'm
Mhm.
not blaming the teammate. I would have done the exact same thing.
Cool.
Right. I went up just in case my teammate
Hmm.
doesn't do the play correctly, because
For sure.
it's champ,
Yeah.
don't and also it's an awkward ball,
Yeah.
I don't know if he's 100% going to get it.
Yeah.
That's why I go up there
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
try and clear
For
it.
sure. But the main thing
Yeah,
here though is you start because you've centered it into the middle because you force yourself to be in that position. So get yourself
yeah,
out of the position, then you don't have these issues. Okay. Uh,
yeah,
Especially in the lower to mid champs, let's not play the ball center if we can. And I can see
yeah,
where you're coming from in terms of trying to catch it, but obviously, imagine you try and attempt to catch it the opposite way, right? What's the worst that can happen?
yeah,
It just goes up the wall. That's fine, right?
yeah,
So
exactly.
you put yourself in a scary situation by kind of just following the ball. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. Okay, now get out.
yeah. So right there, I mean, like I don't really know what else I could have done. Like I got it up there and I flipped it out and then from there,
Question: why not
I,
just stay with the ball? Don't need to hit it. If the ball's with you,
that's
right? Why
that's
can't we
fair.
just why
Yeah.
can't we just sit behind the ball and chill out? Let my teammate pick up big boost, and then let me just go for a solid 50, no stress. As the
Yeah, that's true.
if you're low
Probably
on
should have done that.
if you're low on boost, keep the ball near you. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Then you can sit and do a 50-50, and then you could have an incredible 50-50 that goes here, way more than you can kind of just pass it center for
Yeah.
this guy to potentially score it. Okay,
Yeah.
you get the
Yeah,
bump.
I don't know. I've
Yeah.
yeah, I mean again, this isn't like blaming a teammate or anything, but like I've had a lot of experiences where I've had zero boost and possession over the ball, and when I don't do anything, they tend to like yell at me and go, "Why aren't you playing faster?" or something like that.
So
But I mean, like this is about getting better, not about appeasing the crowd.
yeah, and we're all in our division because mathematically we should be in our division, right?
Yeah,
So, um,
yeah,
you've been to Champ 2, so you know a little bit of how you're supposed to play. more than the
Yeah.
average champ 1, right? So you've just
Yes.
gotta trust your process, right? Ignore what they're doing. And
Yeah.
if chat tilts you, just have quick chat and don't care about,
Yeah.
in-game chat. Who cares? Who cares what this random
That's fair.
teammate that you have once or twice or
That's
whatever? It
true.
doesn't matter, right? Just play your game. Okay?
Yeah.
So your game is fairly similar to my game, which would be, let's play consistent low error Rocket League, and then we'll win, right?
Yeah. Yes, and the problem is that that has worked absolutely splendidly up until this point.
Yeah. So
And now it is getting more and more difficult to do that. And now I'm like, okay, so now I have to kind of figure out what to do
yeah,
to have more of an active role instead of
no,
more of
for
a
sure.
passive role.
So, but what
Yeah.
I'm telling you here is you're positioning yourself into places where you're forced to make plays instead of having the ball come to you in places that you want it to. So
Yeah.
here, all you do is sit behind the ball and chill out, and then if your teammate takes the ball away from you, fine, you'll just get out of the play. That's okay. But the
Yeah.
safest thing you can do here is sit behind the ball and buy your team time to get that big boost that's in the corner, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, cool.
Okay.
I save. Get cool on the thing. Fine.
Yeah. Oh my God, I hate when that happens.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah, so now I have no boost. Yeah.
common problem. You feather your boost. You're nervous. Try not to do that. Okay.
Okay. I've been told that before, and yet somehow I keep doing it.
Don't worry. I do the same, but I'm more efficient with picking up little boost pads. I always
Yeah.
give this spiel literally every coaching session, but I'll give it now because
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, I know the boost patterns.
yeah.
Yeah. You see me going around and everything. It's most of the time I'm like, a little bit off of it and I just miss like the next like two or three boost pads and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, darn. You
Yeah.
know.
Just put
I
a
know
little
where all of
bit.
them are. I know the
Yeah, yeah.
patterns.
Put a little bit more practice into it. You'll get better at it. Then it'll become second
Yeah.
nature. I still miss them. I'm
It's
not
a
gonna
work
lie.
in progress.
Yeah, yeah. I just tell everyone because they sometimes don't realize it or don't think about it. But boost is a
Yeah.
commodity, so make sure that you're prioritizing it. Okay.
Yeah.
But don't obviously the big boosts are nice, but figure out how you can be more
Yeah.
relevant in a play. Okay.
No, there was a long period of time around Diamondish area where I was training myself to get off of the big boost high and try and go more for pads.
Cool.
Yeah, still kind of a work in progress, but yeah.
So, we don't we should be going left, I assume, unless there's no boost there. But I'd probably be automatically going left instead of turning right. But I'd be going for a big boost pad here, mainly
Okay.
because he's boomed the ball. You have time, right?
Yeah.
He's likely to try to make a second
No,
play.
it's like my instinct when I heard you say that is like, oh, but I should be there for the play, but then I realized I have no boost, so there's no point.
And also, he's gonna make the second play. He's not gonna. He's not aware that you're gonna make a play, so you've got time to pick up a big boost pad. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a nice play with low boost, but not really the play that you need to do, right? And you still have
Yeah,
no
I'm
boost.
good at making pretty good plays with low boost.
Okay, I like it. Nice. This is good control. Now flick it quickly. So as soon as I can see where you're trying to do is bait the next guy in, right? Just hit it. Just
Well,
fire.
I'm trying to get the boost.
Yeah, no. What I'm
I
saying
had
is,
no boost.
you've done well here, which is you're getting the boost. Here's
Yeah.
where you just hit it. Just fire it, right? As soon as you see him boost
Yeah.
out of net, you gotta be aware of what's happening here. Fire it.
Yeah.
Just shoot at goal. And then
So-
say,
so-
say if you mess that up, still here's also okay position to fire it. Just realize there's an
Yeah.
open net. Fire any shot at the net. He will have to rush. Then if he gets a shit touch,
Would you believe that that is me firing it, and that I just messed up?
that's okay. That's okay. Then you've got the right
That's
direction.
yeah.
But the important thing here is you're just hitting it so that your teammate, with whatever save happens, can clean up. That's it. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was just an error on my part.
No, that's all good. So, which position are you in right now? Are you first man or last man?
Last man.
So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not an effective last man right now because if they get it
Yeah.
past him, they get it in the goal.
yeah, you're,
But-
you're rotating out. The important thing is to rotate out.
Yeah.
Don't stay in the play.
Yeah.
Okay? So,
Okay.
rather than go that way, you just go out, get out, take this path right
Okay.
here,
So,
and just get out.
so if a play were to emerge, like let's say they 50 and it goes to a favorable position where I can just put it in, right? So you're saying should I not like try to be prepared for that? Because that's what I'm doing. Like I might be doing it bad, but like that's what I'm trying to do there is that
Okay. So
they might 50 it and it'll like
so what's
yeah.
the other alternatives? What might also happen?
They get the ball and put it in our net.
Okay. So
Happens
we
all
have
the
to
time.
we have to be prepared for the worst, ready for the best.
Yeah.
So this means you get this line. You might not. For me, I'd be boosting out, but I'd be I'd be on ball cam so I can cut in again, right?
Okay. Yeah.
This angle right here probably gives you more opportunities to score than this angle right here. Would you say?
Yes. Yes.
Do you think this is an easy shot at goal?
No.
So that's it. Play the percentages.
Yeah,
Okay. So the
yeah.
percentage is it will potentially 50-50 into this general area here or this general area here. This allows you to be in a better position to play the ball. Okay.
Okay.
And then if you were in here, you'd probably have an easier time trying to figure out what
I
to
could
do with
be
this ball.
yeah, I could be shadowing at this point, trying to gain control over it.
Yep.
Pushing it back in. Yeah.
Literally what Blind's about to be doing here, right? But you'd be
Yeah.
there, and he doesn't have to rush with no boost to get back, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I like the little boost pad. That's good. I like it. Love it. Probably the first person in maybe 60 people I've coached to do this. That I'm very happy. Now, here, anytime is a 50-50, don't turn towards the ball.
Wait, don't what?
Don't turn towards the ball. You're driving towards the ball, right? What could happen to this
Okay.
50-50?
I could go towards net.
Yes. So, is this an easy save for you to make right now?
Depends on the power. If it's a high power shot, absolutely not. But if
So,
it's
I would say you
pulling
can
shot,
defend
yeah.
about right here. Maybe right here, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Yep.
what happens if instead I'm right here? Think about how much
Yeah.
easier of a hit this is, but I also defend the goal, right?
Yeah.
So I can still do the play you're doing, but actually even better, but I'm also defending the goal. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Your last
I
man,
see what you're saying.
gotta put yourself in better positions. Now,
Yeah.
this is all about reacting. Where's your teammate want to put the ball?
They want to put it center.
Yeah, so they want to put the ball this way, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta drive that way, okay? Because you can
Yeah.
always cut in to figure out, or you can get out. So you
Wait,
driving
so
this way.
Can I see the hit? Can I see the hit that I just made?
Which hit?
Did I just land that way, or did I start driving that way? Because like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, no, I did start driving that way. Okay, yeah.
Okay. But
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
But
Yeah.
even if you hit it that way, which you sort of did, you can still turn your car to turn left, right?
Yeah.
If the idea is for you to stay on this line right here, because it means that you go this way, you can still go this way if you need to, right? So going this way doesn't
Yeah.
seal you into doing it. Being here kind of seals you into go to here. The further away you are from the play, the more opportunities you have to make the play, right? And so
Yeah.
there's more options. You cut yourself in and you drive this way, then you're kind of sealing yourself here, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay? Just leave yourself open to opportunities.
Okay.
right? There's a potential for you to have made a shot here, right?
Yes.
In if we're talking about the position I'm talking about, right?
Yes. Yeah. No, I see it. Yeah.
Cool. Next thing, boost deny them for sure. Okay.
Okay.
People in champ don't know how to play without any boost. So if you boost deny them,
Yeah.
they're terrible at Rocket League. They don't know how to pick up little boost pads, so it's important you do that. It's a good shot on goal, except it's okay to boost back. So right about here, so you're making the play, right? I'd be
Yeah.
getting out, boosting out, and then turning around. Does that make sense? You get
Yeah.
a better
Yeah.
angle. Decide he's
Yeah.
first man. Let me get out of the play to be in a position to support him if he centers it. Okay, because he could potentially
Yeah. I
center
think
it
I'm.
mid.
I think I'm starting to sense a theme here.
It's a
Where in terms of that, yeah.
what do you think the theme is here?
So the theme is when I'm second man after I make a play, right, and they're centering it again, I'm not rotating fully out. I'm trying to make a play from a weird
Mm-hmm.
from a weird angle essentially.
That's
And
perfect.
that's happened twice now, right? Where I've been
So
trying to
what
where
I
I've been
call this
yeah,
is rotating out quickly. Don't ball watch. So once you've
yeah.
made your play, get out of the play and put yourself in a better position to support the play. Okay?
Okay.
Because the play can spawn them 50ing it together, right? It could spawn
Yeah.
it going mid. It could spawn going towards your goal. A whole bunch of
Yeah.
opportunities, but the best place that you put it is to be further away from the play so that you can make those opportunities count, right? Pick up little boost
Yeah.
pads on the way, and then you can turn in again. Okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Love it though. Like you've drifted well, and you've actually kept your momentum in the right way. So it's very cool that you've managed to do this well. That's a good play right there. Just
Thank you.
my play would have been easier to make, right?
Yes. No, totally. Yeah. No, I can see that I put myself in an awkward position and forced myself to do these really good plays. You know, as
Yeah.
opposed to just taking the nice easy play.
So what I tend to try and figure out is positioning allows you not to hope your mechanics work out.
Yeah.
So positioning yourself in easy places allows you to have better shots on goal, and means that you're not going to have to rely on your mechanics working every single time. It's okay to force
Yeah.
to rely on your mechanics, but only do it when you have
Yeah.
to, right? Don't have to. Don't put
Yeah,
yourself in a
but
position.
that's the thing is that I'm playing like I'm going to rely on my mechanics, but as I've discussed, I'm not exactly confident in my mechanics.
Yeah, but you have to feel
Yeah.
confident in your mechanics to move up. Um,
Yeah.
but I'm not talking. I'm talking normal mechanics. Booming the ball at goal. Going for a basic
Yeah.
aerial.
No, I know what you
Maybe
mean. Yeah.
maybe a flick. Those are all the mechanics you
Yeah.
need in Rocket League to get to Grand Champ. Boom the ball.
Yeah. No, I have those mechanics. It's like I said, it's more just like I am you know what I mean? Like it's a weird thing that I'm trying to say.
No, no, I
Yeah.
understand. Because I was in the same boat, so I totally understand that. What I'm trying to do here is to break yourself out of the
I'm straining
conceptions that you got bad
I'm
habits
straining
basically.
myself more mechanically
You
than
got you
I
got
need to.
you got bad habits is basically it. So I'm trying
Yeah.
to eliminate what those bad habits are.
Yeah.
I like that. You
No,
let your
you
teammate.
put it really well that I'm kind of straining myself with my mechanics more than I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you get higher and higher, you do have to strain yourself more and more mechanically, but then
Well, of course. Yeah.
you you you, you stabilize at the rank first, right? Stabilize at the rank, then
Yeah.
push yourself. So
Yeah.
here, uh, where do you think you should be?
Uh honestly, I wouldn't really move anymore other than maybe up a couple feet.
Cool. This is
Yeah.
I want to show you where I would be. I'd be right here, inside the goal. So let's play back. Obviously, it's going to take you time to get into the goal, but so
Okay.
once the play is made and you see that blind's gone up, this means I'm going to be stationary. So around about here, I can be here. Now I can chill out, and now I can go for this ball. Much easier than you can go for this ball. Because I've got
Yeah.
more of an angle to play the ball instead of having to rely and hit it straight up here. Okay? This also
Yeah.
means that I can defend here a little better. And it's just a more safe position to not get demoed too. Okay? So near post
Yeah.
inside the goal allows you to have more reaction time too. If you sit
Yeah,
here,
my concern is that the blender got the ball after my teammate hit it to him, right?
Mhm.
So if I'm there, how am I going to defend the back post, right? Like, what if he hits it towards the back? Would
So if
that
you,
be
you mean
would I be
here
able to
or do you mean here?
No, no, I mean, uh, he if he hits it far post,
Here?
yeah, he shoot like yeah, he shoots it into there,
So you're straight on versus where you are pointing this way.
yeah.
I can turn quicker and boost this way quicker than you can turn here and then go around. Does that make sense?
No, I mean, if he makes a shot directly into the goal,
Into the goal, I'd still chance myself to be in a better position to save roundabout mostly here, maybe here.
okay, okay,
You still have a place, but this is hard for him. This gives you likelihood that he's going to hit it to the backboard, right? So
okay,
you cover more of the goal, especially that right now you're actually sitting on this line. So the amount of opportunity for you to defend isn't very high versus if you're here because you actually have more time to react. If you're inside the goal, you have way more time to react than you'd actually realize. Okay?
okay,
Here is worse because you literally if a shot gets fired, you can't really defend, right? Because you're kind of
yeah.
but here you actually have a little bit more time than you expect and you're able to jump out and go forward. Because if you're here,
Yeah.
you can't jump
No,
out.
I wouldn't be in the front like that. I would be maybe middle of the goal,
Yeah.
facing towards them.
But
Yeah,
being
I'd
goal
be
line here means you have less reaction time than being inside the goal. Okay?
okay. All right.
You make the play, which is good, but like we say, you don't need to have to make the play.
Yeah.
I'd be taking the mid line here. I'd assume my teammate makes a single touch and go here. Okay? Just gets you 24 boost, allows you to be more relevant to the play. Or I'd assume your teammate forces them not to go up, right? So you have
Yeah.
enough time to get that 24 boost. Okay?
Okay.
So you're timing what's about to happen to figure out where you can at least get a boost pad or two. That's the idea here. Now,
Okay.
what are you thinking here?
So I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure teammate is going to be able to get it before, whatever that guy's name is, the guy with the really long name, Touch, something, right? And he doesn't. Oof.
So the
Yeah,
easiest way to
but
understand how this works is the ball's going towards chase ball must touch. The ball's going away from your teammate.
Yeah.
So it means that even if the opponent has to delay for a second, he's going to get to the ball quicker because the ball's coming at him.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So just realize that minor thing. Right about here, you're like, he's going to get to it. He's close. But as soon as I see this, I can see the ball's between them, but it's going towards chase ball must touch, right? So it means he's going to get to it first. That's it. Okay?
Okay.
So you going forward, like with every 50-50, is a bad idea. But play it so that you're kind of facing this way, or at least this way.
Okay.
So sitting this way means you can turn around, or turn around this way, but this is much harder to defend. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So
So that one is just like I thought my turn radius was sharper than it actually was, and yeah.
But you can see where if you were in your original position, the position I'm talking about, probably easier to defend, right?
Yeah.
I'm hammering these situations into you because I hope realizing where you can be better allows you to in the
No,
future,
please, hammer away.
if you if you encounter them in the future, you'll understand what potentially went wrong. Because I remember you
Yeah,
saying you're not always sure what you could do better in a situation. So this allows you to break
yeah,
up that situation, understand where where maybe you thought the guy was going to get your teammate was going to go to get the ball first. So analyze that bit, or you thought you'd get to it first. Analyze that bit. There's a few things that you can kind of do to
yeah.
break down what your assumption was, and then figure out where the assumption was wrong. Okay.
All right.
A little awkward, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Default position: sit inside the goal. Okay. Much easier to
yeah.
defend. If you're in these awkward positions, you're not gonna. The ball's going towards Feces Blender. You're not gonna go beat him to it, right?
No.
So you're kind of using boost to do nothing with it. All right.
Yeah,
But there's at least a chance that you could sit in goal and defend what happened there, right? At least a chance.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. My anxiety behind that is I always feel like, what if they just flick it and it gets in? Because when I play ones, right, me sitting in goal waiting for them to come to me
For
is
sure.
like a 95% guarantee they're gonna put it in my net.
For sure. But you know what you have in
Yeah,
twos that you don't have in ones?
a teammate.
Yeah, so your teammate can just charge at him, right?
Yeah,
Give him no time, right? That's it. So you
yeah.
buy time
Okay,
for your teammate to help you out. Okay?
okay.
Still, honestly, I'd be just chilling out. I'm still chilling out here. Still chilling out, still
Yeah,
chilling out, still chilling out. There's no play he's about to do here. There's no scariness, but the more time I buy for my teammate who's gone for a boost, the more time that we have to defend this properly. Okay?
okay.
No, we can't continue that
Yeah,
flow.
an interesting thing I thought of, I think like a week ago, that I was trying to tell myself while I was playing was make it their responsibility to get it around you.
Hmm.
Don't um don't make it your responsibility to get it out of their possession.
Yeah, I call it buy time for you guys to have an opportunity so that when you charge forward, your teammate has a chance to defend whatever is about to happen, right? So you're buying enough time that
Okay.
your teammate can get back, and then you make your play. So there's always someone in goal. Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Okay.
with everything that I say, there's going to be exceptions, but you have to make those exceptions,
Yeah, of
understand those
course.
exceptions as you make the
Yes.
mistakes. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
take the boost.
Yeah.
Most boost over bull here. I know. I understand it's a meme, but take the boost. He can't make a play on the ball. Okay. Now you
Yeah.
can make a play on the ball,
Yeah.
and also because you have no boost, you can't get out of that demo that just happened, right?
Yeah.
We got little boost pads. Cool. I love it. See, this is exactly what you should be doing. You see, you're driving left to right. Perfect.
Yeah.
You can adapt to it. Pick up little boost pads. Now buy time for your teammate. Your teammate is rotating goal side, so he wants to challenge the ball, right?
Yeah.
So you bought your teammate enough time that if you wanted to challenge the ball, you guys aren't double committing. Now he's gone out of the play. Now you can challenge the ball, which is what you've done. It's good.
Yeah.
Now wave dash off the wall so you can maintain momentum because let's see how much boost you have. So right
Yeah.
about here, you got 72. Now
Yeah.
you use
That,
up 40, right? You use 30 up doing nothing with it, right?
yeah.
The wave dash saves you 30
Yeah.
boost.
No, I should have waved dash off that wall definitely. I don't know. Maybe it's because it was like an awkward
Yeah,
position, and like I'm like, oh well, I haven't wave dashed before in this situation, so
yeah, it's all
I
good.
don't know. I
Force
don't know what was
yourself.
going on in my head then, but
Yeah,
yeah,
force yourself to try and do it, because every game that you play is a learning opportunity. And if you're not confident, just
yeah,
try it in free play too, right? You're like, this is
yeah,
awkward. Maybe note this down. And go, okay, let me try this in free play for a bit to feel less awkward, right?
yeah,
That's okay. What I'm glad is you pulled out of it once you saw your teammate go for it. Perfect. So it means you can
yeah.
recover. Love it.
I'm a master of almost committing to stuff and pulling out right at the last second.
This is great positioning. I would do it a little earlier, but you've done the right thing, which is good. Your intentions are here, but every time there's
So
yeah.
if I had to critique this though, wouldn't I want to be a little bit closer to the goal
Yes,
in this
but
situation?
deciding this earlier makes it so that you are close to the ball, closer to the goal.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you make
Okay.
so
Yeah.
the thing I was going to talk about is when there's open time, where no one's, you know, they've, your teammates hit the ball or they've hit the ball. This is the time that you make your decisions. So when the next hit happens, does that make sense? So you make your decision
Yeah.
beforehand, and if you're last man, then obviously make more defensive decisions. Then
Hmm.
that free time is where you make your best decisions. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I've been wondering what to do with my free time when I'm when I'm doing that. I feel like I have quite a bit of free time while I'm like on the field,
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, I'm kind of in the position I would want to be. I'm not sure what I really should do here.
Okay. So
Another
don't
one of those moments where I'm
don't.
like, oh, I'm about to go for it until I realize I'm losing it, and then I back out.
So measure out how long it takes for you to get the ball versus the opponent. Right. You're not going to beat him to the ball because the
Yeah.
ball's going towards him. Right.
Yeah.
Just pull out. That's it. Right. Give
Yeah.
up on the play. That's okay. It's okay to give up on plays because what you
Yeah.
can do is concede a goal here. Right.
Yeah.
Now you've used up all your boost, and you can't make a play. Right.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna just try and boom it, but
But
I actually caught the ball right before the bounce as opposed to like
yeah. But
right on
with
the
with,
bounce.
with a little
Yeah.
boost, you time this better. Right. You use 25 to do nothing with.
Yeah.
So you use this boost that you're doing to just diagonal flip towards the ball, then land, then hit the ball, if you want.
Okay.
If you want to make that aggressive play, but this turning around,
Yeah.
you're doing very little with it. Okay,
Okay.
you're just passing it to him, and then now you've committed hard. So
Yeah.
this is a hard recovery, right? Zero boost, no recovery.
Yeah.
You're on an opponent's wall. Your teammate has to buy you time. He does. Now, where do you think you actually should have been going here?
So I should have been going towards the mid boost.
Yeah. So you go here, you wide, so you can go in. But
Yeah.
you take direct lines. You don't take this line, right? This is
Yeah.
1 to 2 flips to get to that ball, to get to that boost, and then you can kind of make your decisions
Yeah.
there. Okay. So if we talk about it, let's
Okay.
try and figure out, where you'd be. Uh, one, two, right? Does that feel easier to defend?
Yes.
Because you'd actually have boost to defend it, right?
Yeah.
The other option, of course,
Yeah,
is
that's the
to
thing.
is,
Is that I didn't make this because I didn't have boost. I
yeah.
was so close to being able to save it.
The other
but
option
my
is to
lack
take
of boost was what killed.
take the left hand side of the boost diamond. That would also work, but it's probably easier for you
Yeah.
to go. Oh, let me go for the big boost because I need to get out of the play. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It was one of those like I positioned myself on the left row, but I ended up missing part of it. Right? Like I missed the first pad or two,
Yeah.
and then that just it
Yeah.
killed it from there because now I don't have enough time to follow the rest of the path. I need to make a play on the ball, and now I don't have boost to make a play on the ball, so I'm not able to get there.
Yeah.
And it just kind of snowballed.
So if you have
Yeah.
12 or less boost, and you're not, last man defending, like, sitting in the goal, Make sure that you're trying to go to get little boost or big boost pads, but collect boost in that time, okay? Because 12 boost is not really enough to
Yeah.
make any concrete offensive plays. So once you have 12 boost,
Yeah.
unless you're sitting on the ball, probably get out, right? Or 50 it or whatever,
Yeah.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I probably go for the back boost. Sorry, mid boost. You're landing that way anyway. You got enough time to make. Nothing's gonna happen in that period of time. Okay, so go for the mid boost
Yeah. Okay.
because having low boost here means it's hard for you to defend. It's not impossible, but you know you're not able to make good plays here, right? You got 9 boost now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You have
Okay.
a bit more boost. You feel a bit more confident there. Okay.
Okay.
Practice your half flips. That's all I'm gonna say there.
No, you should see. I'm so consistent at getting that. I can't believe I can't believe I didn't get it there.
That's okay. I'm not good at half
So,
flips,
yeah.
so it's
Oh,
it's something I need to practice.
I find I find I'm actually really good at half flip. It's just, you know, every now and then I just like biff it.
Okay, so at a kickoff, make a decision. Don't do this half-ass stuff. Okay. You kind of
Okay.
slowly driving and braking. Where are you currently? What would you call this?
Is that no man's land again?
Yep. So if you're gonna cheat, actually cheat. If you're not gonna, because if he cheats, he's gonna beat you to this ball, right?
Yeah.
So there's no point you doing this half cheat. Properly commit or don't commit. Just don't do this middle stuff, okay?
Okay.
Because what are you doing with this? Nothing, right?
Yeah.
Cool. With 20 boost nearer to the ball, you might be able to make something, but you know, cheats are hard and complicated things, and won't get into it in terms of kickoffs because that's just an experience thing in terms of how to understand, you know, what to do.
Yeah.
But cheat hard or don't cheat at all is the main
Yeah.
thing here. So these are one of these empty times, right? This empty time where nothing's
Yeah.
really happening. So you want to face towards the goal because you're like, I need to defend. Because technically, I would say he's not going to make the play, but you're not going to beat this
No,
guy to
but
this ball because the ball's
Blender is going to, yeah.
blind's going to make a pass to this guy, so you're going to have to defend.
Yeah.
Okay. So understand what's
Okay.
about to happen here. He's not going to go flip, reset, ceiling shot off,
Yeah.
right? Be realistic with your
Yeah.
teammate. Realize that you need to just defend what's about to happen, right? Don't keep going
Although
forward.
you never know. Sometimes in Champ, I just see these people that just do these ridiculous things that I'm like, how? Like, how are you Champ that you can do that? Like, are you really like that bad at everything else?
We play the percentages here.
Yeah.
Now think about where you actually would be inside the goal. Is this a much easier play? Yes, right?
Yeah. Would I be able to? Well, I mean, it is rolling towards me, but yeah.
Let's assume
okay.
you can figure out how a bouncing ball works, right?
Yeah.
Right? Cool. Because this is
Yeah.
in the place I'm talking about, that's a shot goal, instant shot goal. Okay?
Yeah.
So yeah. That's it for your replay. Do you have any questions?
No, not really. I mean, I have a general understanding of like the stuff that I need to work on from now on,
Mm-hmm.
which is really nice. Do you have any final like tips or anything for me
Well,
other than what we've been talking about?
Well, what I'm offering to go for a very quick run through one of my replays.
Okay.
If you're interested, I'm not sure. I'm gonna download a random ball chasing replay, from my ranked twos games, and then you can have a look
Okay.
at, and I can kind of talk you through what my decision making is, and then you can also see
Okay.
when I get punished because I make probably the wrong decision. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Let me just like figure out how to do this. All right.
Yeah.
Ball chasing. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Many losses, as you can see. Many L's.
uh, yeah, so have you recently felt like the ranks have like condensed? You know, like all of a sudden like the people at Champ 2 or like the people at like whatever GC2 wherever you're at have shifted down to GC1 or
Not particularly.
or Champ 3 or whatever. Like have you felt like over the past like 2
No,
weeks it's like shifted like that?
not really. But to be fair, this is the
Oh, okay. 'Cause
10th. This is August 10th. I finished up all my rank replays at this moment. But what I will say is,
uh,
at this moment, I was just kind of like, so there's time where I put myself into like a grind mode to rank up, and
yeah.
there's time where I'm just kind of chilling out and playing ranked games and kind of if I get a 50% win loss percentage to get to my grand champ rewards, I'm happy. So this is one of these times.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll pick a close game.
Yeah.
Uh, let's see if I can remember any of these interesting games. Bum, 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 bum. Let's have a look. I mean, I got to go for a game where I win, right? But it's a close game, so there's a happy ending. But it's an exciting close game, right?
Yeah, whenever I do replay analysis, I always choose a game that I lose
Oh, for sure.
because I know that when I choose a game that I win,
There's less
you know,
learning.
it's just a montage of me doing good, you know? Like
No, for sure.
I always gotta
But
look
I
at
want to
when I
encourage when I
fail.
do good so that you can understand which areas to see where I did well or which areas I didn't do well, you know? So it's important.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Because there'll be games for sure in my losses where I'm just kind of like, yeah, not playing well here. It's important that you kind of
yeah.
see where, first off, terrible kickoff, probably alt tapped. Uh,
That's just about where where I would be if I tried that kickoff.
oh, this is a threes game. What am I doing? Wait, no, okay, this is
Oh,
interesting. This is the wrong
wait,
replay.
what?
The right replay is
Oh,
this one right here. I was like, that's a threes game. This doesn't make
yeah.
sense.
I was like, there's a third person there.
Yeah, we're cheating, just 3v2. Pretty simple. That makes even more sense why it was a shit kickoff, because I was in a party. Okay, so let's have a think. I see this go badly. Where am I pointing my car?
Towards goal.
Even before anything happens, right?
Yeah.
In the end, he scores, but that's probably because it's a terrible kickoff. But also, I could,
Yeah.
if I went more aggressively, potentially, or I wait for his hit. There's a few options here. I wait for his hit, try and defend what's about to happen. But I'm hoping my teammate can recover in time to defend what's about to happen. Does that make sense? So I'm blocking.
Yeah.
I'm blocking off what the flip reset, whatever play is happening, so that my teammate's an easier play. Okay? Because
Yeah.
most, even in Grand Champ, and this is like, I don't know, like 30 or 40 points into Grand Champ 1.
Yeah.
He's not. He's not always gonna make this play, right?
Yeah. No, I would not expect most people to be able to make that kind of play. Right. That's a weird double touch where you have to get it over someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I play the percentages. I lost the percentages. It's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
I
see.
would have lose if that was my game, I would lose no sleep over someone getting that and they deserve it at that point.
So I screwed up this kickoff. I think
Yeah.
something. You see that I kind of jumped too late, which is an interesting idea. And then screwed up. I would
Yeah.
say for me, something I've been trying to practice a bit more is my kickoffs, because my kickoffs are absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
So it's just something I play around when I'm grinding right now. Some days I have good days, some days I don't. So it's just something I have to figure out. See there, much better kickoff, right? I get the boost.
Yeah.
Now I'm forcing him to make a play. Now I'm getting out, or I should get out. But
That looked like something I would do.
yeah. But I have 80 boost to make this play.
That's true.
So
I
I
would
make
have 30.
I make this play because it's unpredictable, right? Everyone assumes I'm gonna
Yeah.
get out, right? Now,
Yeah.
why can't I scare him and go, okay, let me he thinks I'm getting out. Now let me change the script on him, right? But I wouldn't do this in champ
Yeah.
because my teammate's probably going to chase right now, right?
Yeah.
So I'm making this play because I think my teammate's probably disciplined enough to uh, sit, sit back, right?
Yeah.
See here? But because of all this, we get some sort of, like
Yeah.
it's unpredictability. But this is instinctual stuff. This is where I'm breaking my own rules because they assume I do those rules in Grand Champ, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Now I bump that
Yeah,
guy
that makes sense.
just so that I have, Conway has to. He probably lost a bunch of boost doing getting that. So I bump him right here. So he's had to. He's in an awkward position, right? Do you see that? Because I just did that minor bump. That's all it is. So these little bumps are great, and it allows me to do something and then try and go for a demo.
Yeah.
And I'm taking all these boost pads because I want my teammate has no way he's gonna get these, right? He's not going this side, right?
Yeah.
So I take all these
No,
so
of
that
course.
my opponent doesn't have them.
Yeah.
And I leave back post just in case. Now I see something's about to happen, I just go for a bump. Annoy him. I get out. So I'm getting out before the play happens, but I'm giving my teammate as much time as he can to, get a decent shot on goal, right?
Play, yeah.
But you see, my last hit, even though I'm bumping him, I'm getting out of the play. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I make this play because I don't think Crota is in a good position to make it, and I don't think he's actually going for it. So I'm just trying to keep the ball in their half, and then fake that I have more boost than I have, so that once Conway goes up, so there's kind of like mind games in here, right? To force him to think that
you're forcing Conway to make a play. Yeah.
yeah. See,
That's what I would do.
and he makes a dumb play. But these are mind games that you only need in Grand Champ. You don't need them in Champ. But these are the
See,
things.
I'm trying to play n-dimensional chess with a person who's trying to just hit the ball,
Yes, exactly. So the higher you go up, the more fakes work. But the lower you are, just play standard Rocket League, and you'll feel a lot better for it because your teammate can predict what you're doing. Now here, you see that I'm going out because I'm like, this is a bad play. Now I cut in, which is a bad idea, but that's because I'm about to get demoed there. You see that? So I'm watching what's happening here. So I'm watching what Conway is doing. I'm watching what Questionable's doing. I can see him trying to go for a demo. So I boost in to boost out. And then I get bumped. That's fine. But what I'm trying to do is not get demoed there, right?
Yeah, I would not have the presence of mind to do that. I would have probably gotten demoed at that point.
But that's it. As last man, you have to be aware of that, right? So watch all the players and watch when someone's about to hit you or go out. But you see there, in Champ, just chill back, right? But I assume my teammate's going to do the thing, which is he's going to go for a bump, right? But you see here, once I see Questionable's about to hit it, right? Or, potentially going to hit it before Crota, you see I pull off, right? But I'm pulling off in the angle where he's going to hit the ball. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But you don't have to play that aggressively here. But the idea is, I'm telling you that
I would go for that. Yeah.
You just go straight on, but it's a terrible idea because you're last man.
Yeah.
So I had that presence of mind to understand that it's okay. I pushed up, but I can go back if I need to. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just playing it in an awkward position, and if I was better at reading it, that's a goal, right?
Yeah. Mood.
But when I'm on song, that would easily be a goal for me. But that's okay. I have the confidence to try and go for it because I hope my teammate can kind of defend a little bit. But these are the risks that you take. You see here, I'm just kind of watching the play and going for a boost. But do you see me turn back for a second? Because I'm calculating based off all this that Conway could go for it, could beat it.
Yeah, and it could go straight towards net. Yeah.
But then I realized that he's going to make a weak hit. That's why I turn in.
Yeah.
So here I'm just trying to 50 if I can. But it's not a play you need because in your level, all that's going to happen is the guy's going to play it back to you, right?
Yeah.
In my level, he might go for a dribble. in your level, unlikely to go for dribbles.
I don't know. They do go for dribbles quite a bit.
They don't go for good dribbles. I'm gonna tell you, uh, the vast majority of the time, if they go for a dribble, just charge at them, force them to make the thing. Okay, you charge where the ball
Yeah.
is. Don't charge where you think the ball is. Just
Yeah.
charge where the ball is currently. You'll defeat
Yeah.
80% of the dribbles, 90% of the dribbles. Okay, and worst comes to worst,
Right.
he's shot his load in terms of he's throwing the
Yeah.
ball away. Your teammate can go for it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Terrible hit, but I follow it because I'm like, there's a chance I can bump him, and I do. I put let's look at it from his perspective, and I put enough doubt on his mind, right? You see that? I play for a slow hit to look like I'm going for a slow hit, but I'm just doing a fake out, and then that's why it screws them up. So there's always layers to these things, but most of the time, the easiest way for
Oh,
you
of
right
course.
now is to play the obvious play because they can't actually make the defense. Okay?
Yeah.
And because the obvious play exists, they have to defend for it. So that's why these things work.
Yeah.
Taking the boost because he doesn't, so that my opponent doesn't have it, and then my teammate can play the ball, right?
Mhm.
Now this is just kind of staying relevant in the play, but
Yeah.
you can see vast majority of the time we have the goal covered in our half, right?
Yeah. All right. So I do have to kind of get going.
Yeah.
All
it's all
right. But thank you so much for everything. And I'll definitely keep what you have in mind. And if you could send me